Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're taking a look at, well, two really profound concepts, karma and rebirth. They spark so much discussion, don't they?
They absolutely do. Endlessly fascinating.
And our whole deep dive today, it's based on some excerpts from a source called Karma and Rebirth, Shaping Destiny. Seems really insightful. Our mission really is to try and pull out the core ideas from this material, to unpack how actions are seen to, well, shape destiny and influence the cycle of life itself.
And what's really compelling, I think, is how universal these ideas feel, how timeless. They offer this unique lens, a way to look at our own experiences, the good stuff, the challenges, and maybe see how they connect to something bigger, something beyond just right now.
Okay, let's get into it then. Starting with karma. Based on our source, what are we actually talking about here? What's the fundamental idea?
Well, the source points out something interesting straight away. The word karma itself, it comes from Sanskrit, the root, kri.
Kri.
Yeah, and it just means to do, action.
Okay, simple enough.
So, at its heart, karma is presented as this fundamental law, cause and effect. It basically says that every thought, word, and action creates an imprint, like a consequence, that shapes our present and future.
An imprint. So it's like the universe keeping track, almost, but not in a judgmental way.
Exactly. That's a key point the source makes. It's not some kind of divine reward and punishment system.
Right.
It's framed more like a natural moral law, something inherent, like gravity, impartial.
Like gravity. Okay, so things just happen as a result of other things.
Pretty much. The core principle is crystal clear. You reap what you sow. So the text gives examples. Good actions, things done selflessly with compassion, honesty. They lead to positive results. Makes sense, right?
Yeah, intuitively.
And conversely, harmful actions driven by greed, hatred, selfishness, those lead to negative consequences. It's presented as just the way things work, an inherent mechanism.
That framing as a natural law really changes how you think about it. It's not someone deciding your fate, it's the result of actions. But it's not just one big concept, is it? Our source goes deeper, talking about different types of karma mentioned in Hindu scriptures.
It does. It breaks it down into three main categories, which gives it more nuance.
Okay, what are they?
So first, there's sanchita karma. This is described as the accumulated karma from all past lives.
Wow, okay, so like a massive cosmic backlog.
You could sort of think of it like that, yeah. Everything you've ever done, thought, said.
Right.
Then there's prarabdha karma, and this is that portion of sanchita karma which is bearing fruit in the present life.
Ah, so it's the slice of that huge backlog that's active now, the stuff we're experiencing.
Exactly. It shapes aspects of your current situation, your circumstances.
Okay, and the third one?
That's agami karma. This is the really immediate one. It's the karma we are creating in this life which will shape our future.
Ah, so agami is what we're doing right now, our current choices, actions.
Yes. It's the karma being generated in the present moment.
So for you listening, that really brings it home, doesn't it? Sanchita and prarabdha are about the past, but agami, that's about your choices today. Every single one potentially shaping what comes next. That feels potent.
It really does. It highlights that constant creation of our future, and that idea that our present actions shape the future leads us quite naturally into the concept of rebirth. Or reincarnation.
Because they're linked.
Deeply intertwined, according to the source, yeah.
And the source emphasizes this core idea in Hindu thought. The soul, the Atman, is eternal. It doesn't die with the body.
Right, the body is temporary, but the soul, it moves on and takes birth again in a new form.
So it's a continuation, a transition, not an end.
Exactly.
Right.
And this whole cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, that's what's known as samsara.
Samsara.
And the key thing here is that the soul isn't just randomly plopped into a new life. The source says it's born into very specific situations, with particular joys, struggles, maybe talents, certain challenges. And all of that is based on the karma from past lives, your prarabdha karma, essentially.
So your past actions influence the starting point of the next life.
That's the idea. And this cycle just keeps going. Birth, death, rebirth, until, as the source puts it, all karma is resolved. And the soul achieves moksha, liberation, freedom from that cycle.
Moksha, liberation. Wow, so it's a long journey.
A very long journey of evolution, yeah.
Okay, so bringing this all together, what does this actually mean for you listening right now? Why should we care about these ancient ideas today?
Well, the source points to some really profound implications, big ones.
Like what?
First, this huge sense of personal responsibility. It really reinforces the idea that we create our own destiny through our choices.
Right. Not blaming fate, but looking at our action. Yeah.
Exactly. But it's presented less as a burden and more as agency. You have the power to shape things.
Agency, I like that.
Then there's compassion and understanding. If you accept that everyone is on a unique karmic path, it can really foster patience, maybe empathy. When you see others struggling or acting in ways you don't understand, they're dealing with their own prarabdha, creating their own agami.
That's a powerful shift in perspective. Less judgment.
Potentially, yes. And maybe the biggest one is seeing life as a journey of moral and spiritual growth. The Source beautifully calls it a school for the soul, not a one-time event.
A school for the soul.
Mhm.
I really like that framing. It makes challenges seem less like punishments and more like lessons, opportunities.
Exactly. It shifts the focus towards learning and evolving. Even if you're facing difficulties, perhaps rooted in past prarabdha karma, your response to them is your agami karma.
Ah, so even within constraints, there's still choice. There's still that agency you mentioned.
Always, that's central. It's about making conscious choices within your circumstances. That's how you learn, how you resolve karma, how you grow. It counters any sense of just being stuck or fated.
That makes so much sense. It prevents it from becoming fatalistic. And it's clear these ideas aren't just confined to Hinduism anymore, are they? The Source mentions a modern interpretation.
Yes, it notes that even if people don't use the word karma or subscribe to the whole rebirth framework, many people today just resonate with the basic idea that our actions have ripple effects, that what we do matters beyond just ourselves.
Yeah, you hear that kind of thinking a lot more now, like
Yeah.
what goes around comes around, even in a secular sense.
Absolutely. And at its core, karma teaches us to live consciously, to be aware, to recognize that, we are shaping not just our own life, but the energy we contribute to the world.
The energy we contribute, that's a really interesting way to put it. It's not just about personal consequences, but about our impact on the collective.
I think that's a key takeaway, yeah. It broadens the perspective from just me and my fate to us and the energy we create together.
So there we have it, a real deep dive into karma and rebirth today. We've gone from the Sanskrit root of to do, explored cause and effect, the different types of karma, and looked at the soul's journey through samsara, aiming for moksha, all based on this idea that our choices are constantly shaping reality.
Yeah, constantly creating, moment by moment.
So maybe something to leave you with, something to ponder.
How does this concept of karma, this idea of cause and effect and ripple effects,
Yeah.
how does it challenge you to really consider the unseen impact of your daily thoughts, your words, your actions, what kind of legacy maybe, both personal and energetic? What are you actively creating for your future and maybe for the world around you?
A powerful question to sit with. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring.